The day of the funeral, I went and looked at the property, and the day after the funeral, my offer was accepted. I bought the property. What would have happened had I not taken the initiative to send him a letter? In this video, we're going to go over some questions and answers about pre-probate and probate case filings. One question that comes up all the time between successors data, which is pre-probate, and probatelist.com, which set of the data would work better for me? And the answer is both. If it's within your budget to subscribe to both of them, subscribe to both of them. Only 20 or 30% of the records on successor data will overlap into probate case filings. When somebody passes away, if there is a remainder spouse, the remainder spouse will be the one who has the power to sell as long as there is joint tenancy. And if there is joint tenancy, then it is exempt from probate. Then the other 30-40% will be the one that have living trust. Typically, what happened with living trust is that two people on title, one passes away, and the other one begin to think, well, I worked very hard, lost my husband or wife of 30, 40 years, and I got 3 kids, grown-up kids. I have a sizable estate. Or the kids will say, Dad, look, mom passed away and you're 82 years old. Your health is not that good. We need to go see an attorney so we can put all of your affairs in order. Or the individual goes to a doctor and the doctor says, Mr. Johnson, you're 92 years old. I don't think we should do that surgery for you. You lived a good life. Let's just resolve this thing the way it is. But I will tell you, you have 6 months. Please go put your stuff in order. They'll go see an attorney. Then the attorney will suggest create a living trust. He says, Mr. Johnson, the best thing we can do is create a living trust for you. And as long as you're around, you be the only one who make a decision on it. Call this Johnson Family Trust, and you are the trustee of the Johnson Family Trust. Mr. Johnson, you have anybody you trust who can be the successor trustee? When you're not around, they'll come to power and can make decision on behalf of the beneficiaries or your heirs. He says, yes. I got 4 kids and I trust this one, and I have a brother that if need be, or my sister. And the attorney will say, could you give me a list of 5, 6 people in the order of priorities? We can name them in the living trust as successor trustees, people who have power to administrate the estate and liquidate or do what you want to be done. And those people will be successor trustees. Think about successor trustees as the managers in charge of the sales. They are the sales managers. They're the executives to make a decision, to sell properties, to liquidate properties, to transfer titles, to give some money to the church, some money to this orphanage, some money to the St. Jude Hospital. This is the reality. Now, what do you have to do to get the property? What you have to do is that you have to send them a letter saying, I want to buy that property. Would you want to sell the property? Can I help you sell the property? This is your deal as realtor, as a real estate professional. They don't know you, they won't call you. Look, I bought the property the day before the funeral. The day before the funeral, I sent a letter to the property. One of the 2 sons who were the heirs of the estate, they got my letter, and the individual called me. He says, I got your letter. Tomorrow is a funeral, and me and my brother want to sell this property. We live like 5 hours away from this property. So we're not moving back here. What is your offer? The day of the funeral, I went and looked at the property, and the day after the funeral, my offer was accepted. I bought the property. What would have happened had I not taken the initiative to send him a letter? I did my job. Had I not done this right after the funeral, they'll go through, they contact Zillow or they contact an agent to list the property and sell it. Isn't that what happened? Sure, that's exactly what happens. On your part, you contact them as soon as we give you the records. We post these records once a week. Usually on Mondays, you have successor data. Now, probate case filing is a bit different. In a case of a probate case filing, you can contact 3 parties. One is the decedent and decedent's address. Nothing wrong to send a letter to the address to see if you want to sell the property, because we validate every single probate case filing to make sure that there is real estate behind it. You have the PR's address. You can send a letter to the PR. We give you the phone number many times. We give you the phone number to the PR. You can contact the PR. One of the things that a lot of people neglect is that they shy away from contacting the attorney. Really? Why? Think about it. Which attorney does not want to see money come to the office? Think about it. He wants to do anything in his power to be able to generate cash for the state because he can get paid. And he doesn't have a problem picking up the phone for $300 and calling, "Hey, Tom, we got another letter about your dad's property." And he's writing another hour talk to the heirs, $300, $200. Isn't that the reality? It is a reality. So he doesn't have any problem going through the mail. He makes money reading the letters. He makes money going over your call. Another question that comes up in case of a pre-probate leads, who am I going to escape trace if I wanted to escape trace? You escape trace the subject property. If you escape trace the subject property, the system will return any phone numbers related to the property. Hi, this is Maury. I was going through tax records and your property on G Street caught my eye. Is there any interest to sell that property? I posted a video about cold calling. Watch that video. We posted last week. Now, you can reach all these records by mail. If you want to sell more than 500 pieces, contact postcardscity.com. But at Successor Data, we make it easy. When the record comes, we have a self-help option. With one click, you can generate your letters. 5 letters, print them out, and put them in the mail. In fact, the letter is so simple. If you just call us, we will give you the template. You don't have to figure it out. We've already done the work. We tell you what works and what doesn't work. We want you to say enough for the phone to ring. The letter is not going to sell you the property. It's only going to make the phone ring. So you have to say enough for the phone to ring and not too much so they don't need to call you, right? Refrain from saying anything personal in the letter. Don't worry about your probate designation, anything like that. You don't need to mention it here. If the property is in a living trust, they don't even know what probate is. If you write a letter to grandma, she doesn't know what probate is. You see, I want you to say as little as possible. Keep it simple, keep it short, keep it about real estate, and you will do just fine. If you have any question, just give us a call. We're more than happy to help you. So, pre-probate, Successor Data. Probate, probatelease.com. Both set of the data is now available at leadcruncher.com, side by side. You can choose whichever one you want. You can try one for 1 month, another one next month, and you can compare the data. You have any question, be more than happy to help you. If you found this video useful, you find more content like it on my channel. We hear this from people all the time, but those little mouse clicks will go a long way to help me in the algorithm. So please subscribe and help yourself with all my tools linked in the description. These are tools me and my teams have developed over the years, tools I wish I had when I started in real estate. Thank you for watching and have a great day.